Speak your mind. I am a poet. Through my speech and my writing, I show it. I speak of peace and love, so you know it. Now, I've been a poet for as long as I can remember. I wrote down most of my thoughts from January to December. When I'm not speaking, my brain just keeps making connections. My thoughts control my subconscious like a viral infection, and my ups and downs, my highs and lows, all seem to be balanced when I put on my shows. I speak words of affection, compassion, and peace. I speak words so that war and hatred may cease. The rhyme and the rhythm, the prose and verse, if I couldn't write poetry, I'd feel I'd been cursed. My thoughts are aligned with freedom of expression, and I write catchy phrases and jingles to help teach others life's lessons. I memorize my writings and I rehearse all my pieces, and I repeat them in public to help ease inner pain and diseases. People stop what they're doing, they become observant, and they listen. They pay attention, they brainstorm and realize their true intention. You see, I discovered that my purpose in life is to speak, read, and write, and to inspire all mankind to choose to do what is right. You see, I am a poet. Speak your mind. What in the world is wrong with some of our young men? What will it take to bring chivalry back again? Whatever happened to courtesy and respect? Maybe that's the reason that most of our relationships are wrecks. I feel so bad for the next generation, because where are the men who will lead our nation? It's hard for me to look around and see our depression and laziness leading to poverty. What will it take for our young men to stand instead of always looking for us to put something in their hands? Whatever happened to those men that would fight for anything that was unfair or not right? The men who are leaders like Malcolm and Martin, the ones on the front lines when trouble was starting. Where in the world did all that character go? You see, as women, that's an answer we all need to know. Where are the examples to raise our sons right, to show that with dignity we are able to fight for the rights of God's children all over this world, and for the safety of every blessed boy and girl? What must we do to make our men stronger, to give them the courage to struggle just a little while longer, until the time when they can be mentally free of the heavy chains that we're unable to see, that have held black men in bondage for over 300 years and caused our black women to shed so many tears? Our hearts have been burdened with heavy loads we must bear, and still some of our young men pretend not to care that most of our children are growing up without leaders, and our young men are on corners learning to be gangsters and cheaters, and that our little girls learn to take what they can get, or that having a baby is an easy check. Our kids think that sex is what it's all about, and I thought it was too, but now I have my doubts. Ladies, stand firm, stand strong, stand your ground even when nobody is looking, and gather your family for some real down-home cooking. See, I'd love for all our young men to be intellectuals and kind, but hustlers and thugs are so easy to find. See, there ain't nothing wrong with a young man standing his ground, but let's make sure that it's on land where his name can be found. Instead of us all just sitting around chilling and discussing what's hip, maybe we should be teaching leadership. So I teach my children to lead by example, so the next generation may have just a small sample of what it feels like to really be free, and to not be held back for another century. You see, every time I look into a young black child's face, my thoughts are of whether he will ever find his place in our unfair and hypocritical society. So I ask that you all stand up with me. You see, this is a battle that we can and will win if we vow to always try and try again.